Okay, we'll continue. Susan Ashworth tried to kill herself, and she won't leave the place, and she must find a way for leave this fucking place. So let's go. We must try.
I've got enough gloves in my pocket. There's no need to take more.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second. Sheila.
Yes, it was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see. What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
How about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Yes, it's all fine. It's just hard to wait, you know? They said I can have it. You know, yeah? So I wait here. Don't want to miss it. That nurse promised it to me. The one with the red glasses. But I think it's been 3 hours already. Why are they late? Do you think something happened? Do you think she changed her mind? Because I swear if she did, I will hurt myself again. I swear to God, I will hurt myself again.
I'm sure they'll be here in a minute. They're probably just very busy, that's all. Feel like sharing? What's your name?
There is nothing to share. Everyone died. Everyone. And my treat, my red stuff, it's not the same. I keep lying to myself. I'm a mean little liar. Always have been. This vein, you see, it goes straight to my heart. That's why it hurts so much. I wish I could, just one more time. But it's all lost now. Everything. I was always happy to settle for a consolation prize, you know?
I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Yes. Go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Poor woman. Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute. It's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Yeah, do the stuff. Nice.
It wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone just stuck a bunch of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I've put my hands in that stinking toilet.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I just wanted to remind you that I'm ready to go home.
Oh, is that so? Well, guess what? I haven't forgotten. It takes time. I could lose my job if I don't follow the correct procedures. Why do I bother? I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Are you kidding me? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Oh, you should know we are only following the doctor's orders here. You do want to get better, don't you? Now, let me have a quick look at your name band. Miss Ashworth, I strongly suggest you take this, alright?
Are you insane? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Okay, we are prepared for this. Jim, can you come in, please?
Jim, what the hell?
You must be kidding me.
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm going to give you an injection. You'll feel a sharp scratch. Hold it for me, would you? Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Bastard.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here. I've found the thing you asked me for, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes. No matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they... You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help.
Sorry, Ma'am, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mum. We'll see you soon.
No,
Yeah.
you won't. Now get out of my way.
Oh.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am?
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
To ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a waitress. I work in a cafe.
You do? Do you like it?
It's okay. I don't mind it. It's just a job.
It's important to keep busy. I'd advise you get back to work as soon as next week.
I will.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
I drink strong coffee and smoke on the balcony. I know it's not a great start for the day, but it's one of my little pleasures in life that I find very hard to say no to.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
A good friend. Someone I could finally trust. But I can't see anyone will turn up anytime soon. I've become a social hermit. People avoid me.
You'll have to try to open up a bit. Hopefully the suicide watch worker will work with you on that.
Don't think it'll help much. I heard they're not very good.
Really? Sorry to hear that. Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
Yes, it didn't help much, as you can see.
Just something to think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Every night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Definitely better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Well, I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Nothing was making me happy anymore. There wasn't a single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I tried. I really tried to find something. Took a long bath, picked up a book, watched some television, but I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions, and I myself felt obsolete. Needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
People. They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
I imagined it often. I hoped people would feel guilty. But then again, probably no one would come. Mine would be one of those graves covered in weeds and dirt, stuck in the far corner of the cemetery where nobody ever goes. And sad old Susan Ashworth would get forgotten quicker than yesterday's rain. Now, when I think about it, I know that really isn't what I want.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
I don't really want to talk about this.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it! The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But...
Please, you must follow me, quickly.
Yep, like this. I continue the next time. What's happened, you will see. I try to be sincerely. It's really a nice game. I mean, as darkness is kind. Okay, so I see you next time. Excuse me. I know I don't talking too much because it's a special game. I don't know. It's not as another funny game or something like that. So, okay, we will see the next time. See ya.